Alright, Chad, today we're gonna be playing some Pine Point. Let's get started. I hear it's a fairly short game. This community protected neighborhood watch. Zoom. You're no stranger to the feeling of being watched. People at Pine Point stare at you all the time, whispering things and talking behind your back. There goes that kid who sleeps in the woods again. What a freak. Sleeping in the woods is kinda crazy. Think about all the spiders and stuff, bro. They always look so offended, like you're about to drown their dog or smash their car windows with a baseball bat or something. To be fair, you did do the latter to Rourke Romano's brand new Civic last summer, but it was in the name of justice. Sure it was. Yeah, justice. Despite being used to the judgmental eye of the town, you admit the past few days have felt different. It's the kind of different that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. The kind that makes you think someone is standing behind you. But when you turn around, there's nothing except the summer breeze. That's why you haven't gotten a single hour of sleep in the past few days, despite curbing your insomnia ages ago. It's this goddamn town. It's driving you crazy. What is that? Is that a ghost? Yawn. Whoa, did you carry your groceries with those eye bags? I'm gonna kill you. Not if I kill you first. Oh, there's singing to this background music. That's cool. I know where they keep the industrial strength bleach. I'll lock you in the meat freezer. Joke's on you, the freezer lock's broken. I jammed it on my first day and they never fixed it. This music kind of sounds like the music that I usually listen to. Damn it. 10 a.m.'s too early for murder anyway. But it's not too early for prep work. Dimitri, teach Nil, is it Nil? The sauce station today, will you? Sure thing, boss. Okay. Marco also says you make the thin crust pizzas too thick and the thick crust ones too thin. So I gotta run you through everything again on top of teaching you the sauce station. Chat, I've worked multiple pizza making jobs in my life. So this is giving me a little bit of some like flashbacks. Oh, and they're adding some gimmicky summertime promo, so we gotta learn how to make that monstrosity too. Yawn. It'd be a miracle if you survived today's shift. Normally you wouldn't give a rat's ass about a minimum wage job and would much rather play hooky, but this time you get to work with Dimitri. You don't want to disappoint your best friend. He did help you land this job after all. Snoozing on your second day? Tisk tisk? Did you stay up watching the rerun of Snailman and Slime Frog 2? What is Snailman and Slime Frog? Dude, what are you, 6? I haven't seen Snailman and Slime Frog since I was a kid. Shit like that is never good as you remember. I'll say it's never as good as you remember. You know what they say, nostalgia's a hell of a drug, and I'm jonesing. They play the episode where Snailman was dying because he couldn't make enough slime, so Slime Frog had to give him a slime transplant. How could I forget the greatest television line ever written? It's slime time. He's not just a slime frog, he's also my slime friend. Shitty writing or not, that shit had us kids in a fucking chokehold. Shit, fuck. Remember when we dressed up as them for Halloween? My mom still has the photos. Wish I could forget. Your head was so big we had to cut the costume so you could fit through the hole. Seems like things haven't really changed. Hey, you know what they say about big heads? I'd love to pay you two to reminisce, but I pay you to make pizzas, okay? What were you like as a kid, Marco? Oh, got into all sorts of trouble. Stay in school, kids, or else you'll end up like me. What, bald and divorced? Ha! Shut up, kid. Haha. Everyone in town loves Dimitri, and Dimitri loves them right back. It's weird. Dimitri even gets along with authority figures, which is something you could never achieve in an entire lifetime. But you guess that's why you didn't mind his company. He never cared if you slept in the woods or had anger issues or whatever. He just treats you like everyone else, instead of like some rabid stray animal. Too bad he's not gonna be here forever. Where is he going? Oh, pizza. Is that an actual picture? It looks like an actual picture. Not too bad for your second day. That's pretty bad. You're being way too nice. Yeah, it's pretty bad. No, seriously, when I first started, mine looked worse and I wasn't even stoned. Marco can probably... There's a car going by. Marco can probably teach you how to do the dough toss thing when you're more accustomed. He's been in the biz for like 40 years. Holy shit, 40 years. You look around the ugly fluorescent lit kitchen. No windows, no AC, over 12 hours a day for 40 years. Doing the same thing over and over for over half your life. Then having kids and making them do the same thing over and over in the small same town you grew up in. You can't stomach it. Hey, can I come with you? To the storage room? No, stupid, to uni. To do what? I don't know, hang out? Hang out. Yeah, I don't know if it's that easy, haha. Seemed easy for you. What's that supposed to mean? Never mind, pretend I never said anything. Dude, I spent so many nights studying till my brain turned to static. Plus I worked 2 jobs. You don't think I busted my ass off to get to university? No, you're the hardest working person I know. I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. Yeah, that was a little bit rude, Anil. It was the hardest I've ever worked for anything in my life. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way when people assume things about me, you know? Understandable, Dimitri. But it's cool, I'm sure you didn't mean any harm. Wanna drop it? Yeah, let's drop it. So, what should we do with the band? Of course they're in a band. I mean, you'll still have Momo and Journey, right? I know a couple guys who can fill in as guitarists if you still want to continue band stuff. Either that, or you're gonna have to finally pick up a guitar. It shouldn't be too hard to replace me, though. The fluorescent lights are starting to get to you for some reason. You should stay in Pine Point. We could go fishing at Lost Lake every day. Man, I wish. That would be the fucking dream. That's definitely one of the things I'll miss about Pine Point. The fishing here is too good. I don't even know if they have lakes where I'm going. No lakes? They don't strike me as the type to be like super fishy guys, like wanting to fish a lot, but I grew up in a small town and there's usually not like a whole lot for kids and like teenagers to do around small towns, you know? So I guess it makes sense why if they have a lake that would be like their thing to do. Me and my friends used to like go around like Walmart at night and stuff like that, but then after COVID, they started closing earlier, so we couldn't do that anymore. So there was like even less for us to do. Fuck that. You know, sometimes I wish I was more like you. No thoughts in my brain except for fishing. You calling me dumb? Yes, but I'm also kind of jealous. You're like a wild animal, you just do whatever the fuck you want and you don't give a shit about what people think. I respect the hell out of that. I could never live the way you live. You're more like a coyote and I'm more of just a sheepdog. People love sheepdogs though. I've never heard anyone say their favorite animal was a coyote. To each their own. I think a lot of people's favorite animal is probably a coyote. Especially furries. I think coyotes are pretty neat. You're fucking weird. But yeah, trust me, I'd choose to stay in Pine Point if I could. Now the fluorescent lights are really starting to get to you. There's the sleep deprivation finally catching up, but this is not the right time. You can't afford to lose this job. You feel your heart thumping slowly and heavily, and your vision starts to blur. Your body craves sleep and you want to pass out right there, but there's something there. What was it? Was it a ghost? A ghost? Oh, he flung the pizza? It really wasn't that bad. I would have eaten it. You've been looking really tired lately. Are you okay? We're just, that's acceptable. We're just okay with that. Sorry, I'm fine. No, you're not. You look like Miss Szymanski after her divorce. I know you're a coffee hater, but Marco always keeps a pot warm for employees if you want some. I'll take coffee. Dope, coffee's over there. How could you be a coffee hater? Even like iced coffee? Iced coffee is fire. Dimitri points you over to the front where they keep the coffee pot. You walk over and the bitter smell makes your nose scrunch in disgust. You're more of a soda drinker yourself. Just add like sugar to it, man. It's not that bad. Still, you have to survive the day somehow and you pour yourself a cup. Just put some ice in it and some cream and sugar. And maybe some milk. You find the sugar and creamer stashed behind the coffee pot and add one of each to the steaming black liquid. You take a sip. Yuck. How do people drink this shit? Maybe it needs more sugar. It always needs more sugar. Perfect. I used to... Oh my... Okay, look, the song kind of sounds like music that I would listen to, but it playing over and over like this is kind of driving me crazy, I'm not gonna lie. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. You're not too proud of your childlike palate, but the coffee is finally drinkable. You guzzle down your cup, not flinching even one bit. It's much better than before. Now you're wide awake and ready to take on the rest of the day. Oh, finally. Except you feel as if your third eye opened and your heart is now about to beat out of your chest and you want to throw up and oh god, if you don't rip your fucking heart out right now, you'll explode. Oh fuck, is there someone standing behind you? Are you gonna die? You good? Yeah, I'm fine. You don't have to check on me every second, you know. Sorry, old assembly habits. How's the coffee? Nasty? Herk! Ha! Bathroom's to your left. Thanks. Yeah, you should probably eat something. Like, don't drink coffee on an empty stomach. That'd be tearing up my tummy too sometimes. You'll learn to like it someday. Ugh. If there's anything you hate the most, it's throwing up. You've had a rough couple of days and this isn't helping with that sense of dread you're feeling. The bathroom tiles are cool against your skin and maybe if you just shut your eyes for a while, you'll return to normal. What is that? What is that? Good night. Bro, what was that? It looks like a fuggler or whatever they're called. Ending 1 of 3 coffee. That was an ending? What? Oh, I didn't save, like, at all. Okay. I guess no coffee. It's interesting that that was an ending and the creature got you, whatever that was. The skin creature. I'll say coffee is nasty. That's a good idea. Fresh air should be good for you. Is there a way to cut this music off, bro? Okay, it changed. Thank God. I'm not trying to be mean. The song sounded nice the first, like, 5 times. You step outside and take a stroll around the block. Somehow the automotive repair shop around the corner is still in business, even though it looks like it should have been demolished years ago. The small-ass town has nothing and is nothing, but hey, at least today the weather was nice. You decide to continue up the street to hit up Junkie's convenience store for a soda. Oh god, Momo and Journey are here. Fuck, it's too late to turn back. No! No! Did you catch up last night's episode of Staleman and Slime Frog? They're doing reruns! Yeah, I heard. I'm just here to grab a soda, so could you fuck off, please? It's wild. When you rewatch these shows as an adult, you catch all the dark shit they threw in. All the stuff that flew over our heads as kids. Aren't these guys, like, our friends and our bandmates? Why are we being so mean to them? Like, did you know the Slippery Seven were actually based off the 7 Deadly Sins? Yeah, you can't convince me to rewatch that shit. It's never gonna hit the same as when you were younger. Why is this guy such a bummer? Hi, Nil. Hi. What are you guys even doing here? Freestyling? Okay. Dimitri told us you were working with him now. How's it feel to be a part of the Dead End Job Club? Feels great. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, chat. Can I go now? Wait! I just realized something. You look like shit. Thanks. Yeah, I know that look. That's the insomnia look. You've been out canoodling, getting all up in kerfuffles in the AM. Nah, just thinking about what happens next. What, like, after dying? You could say that. It's good that you're here then. Give me your hand. Pop 2 of these an hour before bed, and you'll be out like a light. What is it, melatonin? Something tells me I shouldn't trust these. Or you. This better not be fucking acid. Why would they give you acid to go to sleep? I don't understand. It's just yep, that's what I guessed. It's just melatonin. You're not the only one who's losing sleep freaking out about the future. Not saying that I freak out about the future, it's just I'm sure someone out there is. That's why I carry melatonin. So I sell it to people who are freaking out. I'm pretty sure you could just get melatonin over the counter. Like gummies too. For you it's free of charge, but if you're on time for band practice on Friday, only if you're on time for band practice on Friday. Otherwise it's gonna run you your firstborn and a pack of Cheetos. You're barely on time yourself. I'm the bassist, I can do whatever I want. Okay, whatever. My 15's almost up, I'll see you Friday. Bye, Nil. Ah, what a day. There's a reason why Momo and Journey are Dimitri's friends and not yours. Why are we so mean? Wait, damn it, you never got your soda. Do we, like, not have parents? Or, like, any form of social services in town or anything like that? Because why are we genuinely sleeping in the woods? At least Momo hooked you up with some melatonin, which could be good for you. Again, I'm pretty sure that you can just buy that over the counter. You take the pills out of your pocket and stare at them for a while. Sleeping alone in the woods is how you cured your insomnia in the first place. You discovered this when you got locked out of the house one day and decided to spend the night at Lost Lake. And you just, like, had a tent on you. You had the best sleep of your life, and now the woods are your haven. On most nights, the harmony of the frogs croaking and rustle of the breeze lull you to sleep, but again, your survival instincts have been forcing you to be on guard for the past couple days. You imagine another restless night and lugging your sleep-deprived body to work again the next day, and yeah, no. You gotta take the melatonin or else you're going to be deliriously chucking shittily made pizzas at Dimitri's head again. You pop the pills and wait for the wave of sleep to wash over you. Finally. And the creature's gonna pop up through the opening. The creature. The skin creature with Gojo eyes. That was not melatonin. Momo, you bitch. What did Momo give us? What is happening? Yeah, I don't think this was melatonin. Is that the creature? Yep. Oh, Snailman and Slime Frog. These are characters from a kid's show and they look like that? That's horrifying. They look different. No. Dimitri? Good luck. Wait. Do you have a pair of scissors? This costume's too small. Slip. There's nothing more horrifying than the thought of being stuck in a full body costume for forever, chat. That's as scary as it gets right there. Is this the computer background world? Good night. Is that another ending? 2 or 3, it wasn't melatonin. Okay. So, would it be different if I didn't drink coffee and I didn't go to try to get a soda? Okay, well how about you stay over at my place tonight? It's about time you tried sleeping in a normal bed again. We could play Pong, or I could show you some shit I wrote for the band. Come on, you haven't been over in forever. You do kind of miss hanging out in Dimitri's room. You didn't like interacting with his family, so you'd always climb up and get in through his window on the 2nd floor. He hated it. Fine, I'll stay over. Right on. Alright, surely this is a good ending in which Slime Man with Gojo eyes does not say goodnight and get us and get our souls. Oh, that sucked. I can't believe we ate the wall pizza too. Ew, gross. Are you serious? Can't stand the sight of wasting food. I hate when my siblings do it. That's gross. There were dead flies on the wall, dude. Stuck there with 1,000-year-old grease. That is so gross. No way. You practically live in the woods. I'm sure you've eaten worse. You're right. I've had Momo's food. I swear the only thing she knows how to make are pregnancy cravings. You're not wrong on that front. Here, listen to this song I wrote about Juno. I'm gonna pitch it to the band this Friday. Tell me if it sucks ass. Dimitri's room is where you fell in love with music. My life is a shit show, and I can't fit the rest. Yeah, no, that's fire. The day I spent listening to whiny vocalists and shitty distorted guitar while doing homework. It was a miracle you even got any assignments done. Is this game about me? Eventually, you and a couple of Dimitri's other friends formed a crappy little— There's a car going by. Silence, I'm trying to record here. Eventually, you and a couple of Dimitri's other friends formed a crappy little garage band called My Life is a Shit Show and I Can't Wipe Away the Stains. And now you're playing at some guy's basement in a couple of weeks. They all roped you into doing vocals because you were good at yelling or whatever, which is apparently good for punk. You were reluctant at first, claiming that you were only there for the free sodas, but now the shitty little garage band is the only time you ever feel like you were wanted. If only summer didn't end. Then things could remain exactly how they are, and how they used to be. Thankfully, Dimitri's room hasn't changed one bit. You look around the room and your eyes land on Dimitri's Snailman and Slime Frog poster. That nerd. That poster's probably at least 11 years old. Dimitri was the one who introduced you to the show, and you remember following him home every day after school to watch the new episode. There's the lighter you gave him in 10th grade. The stop sign you toppled over when Dimitri let you take Juno for a spin. Never again. He even kept the cool stick you found in the woods. Dude, this reminds me a lot of my teenagehood. Or I guess childhood, teenagehood. It's weird to say childhood, but it's been a little bit since I was a teenager. Why did he tape it up like that? Oh. Man, your head was big. When are you leaving? For uni? The 27th. I see. Dude, don't worry about that right now. We still have plenty of summer left. Tell you what, I don't know what the future's gonna look like, but let's make this the best summer of our lives. You wanna go fish at Lost Lake? I'll grab my finest tackle. Wanna grab 2 AM slushies? I'll meet you at the Junkies parking lot, 5, even 10 minutes early. Wanna get high and play Pong at my house? I'll be here, just call me. But for now, please just shut the fuck up and get some sleep. Okay? Okay, geez. Your last summer together before everything changes. You take it in the droning sound of Dimitri's guitar playing. This precious snapshot that you know will be no more in a couple months' time. However, at this exact moment, things are exactly how they used to be. And for the first time in about a week, the sense of dread that's been following you around is not there. Slowly, you finally drift to sleep. Ending 3 of 3. Good night. Heck yeah, we got a good ending, and I'm assuming the canonical ending, which is nice. It was a pretty good game. It was nice and short and sweet, and it made me very nostalgic of my teenagehood. Even though I'm not that old, I'm still in my early 20s technically, but time does seem to go by fast. I will say, chat, some of you are probably in that phase where you're getting ready to graduate high school, or you just graduated, or whatever. I don't know, but it seems scary to think of like everybody moving away from town and going off to college and doing their own thing, but it's really not that bad. If you just like try your best to stay in touch with each other, that's the best you can do, and stuff like changes, yeah, but it's not as bad as it feels like it's gonna be in the moment. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be it for Pine Point. Short little game. Again, made me very nostalgic. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think the dev of this game has a YouTube channel. I will link the game in the description and you can check everything out. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.